You are watching The Book Club. Every Wednesday, we handpick the best books to improve your life. The 15 best books on game theory. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. Hello Aluxers, and welcome back for another great video brought to you by our team here at Alux.com that will considerably improve the way you think, the way you act, and generally the quality of your life. For those of you who are not familiar with this topic, game theory is the process of modeling strategic interactions between two or more players in a situation containing rules and outcomes. Game theory is mainly used as a tool within the study of economics, but it does have other applications in a number of other disciplines. The audience for game theory has grown dramatically in recent years and now spans disciplines as diverse as political science, biology, psychology, economics, linguistics, sociology, and computer science, among many others. So let's jump straight in, shall we? Because we know some of you are pretty eager to know which are the best books on game theory. So here they are. Number 1. Essentials of Game Theory by Kevin Leighton Brown and Yoav Soam. Essentials of Game Theory represents a brilliant introduction of game theory for readers of all fields. It provides an unparalleled, focused explanation of how readers can start forming ideas for their respective fields. The book also encompasses the major classes of games, the representations, and the main concepts used to analyze them, focusing heavily on the key aspects of the games and minimizing any unnecessary information. Number 2. Game Theory, A Playful Introduction by Matt Devos and Deborah A. Kent. Kent's and Devos' book represents a concise, gentle introduction to mathematics that will allow you to understand how it can be adaptable to a variety of situations and a range of audiences. Students, instructors, and independent readers will appreciate the flexibility in content choices, as well as the abundance of exercises. The essential theme here is strategic reasoning, which allows a dynamic range of both combinatorial and classical sides of a game theory. From evolutionary biology to Arrow's voting paradox to cake cutting and a plethora of theorems, you'll find detailed accounts of all of these and more. Number 3. Games and Decisions by Robert Duncan Luce and Howard Raifia. Here we have a beautifully written, informal piece of game theory introduction primarily applied to the social sciences. Games and Decisions has a lot of discussion and math sprinkled throughout, which covers a wide range of utility theory, two-person zero-sum games, n-person games, decisions made under uncertainty, individual decision-making, group decision-making, and plenty more. It's honestly, more or less, a bridge between formal thinking and natural thinking. Number 4. The Bounds of Reason by Herbert Gintis. The Bounds of Reason is a book full of fascinating ideas that can be the basis for unifying biology, political science, economics, anthropology, and other behavioral sciences. Although the book does prove that game theory by itself cannot fully explain the behavior of humans and should instead promote additional key concepts endorsed by behavioral disciplines. Gintis argues that we live in a time where we have the resources to render the behavioral disciplines mutually coherent, and that it would be tremendously beneficial for us to do this for a better understanding of human behavior. Number 5. Strategies and Games by Prajit K. Dutta. As game theory becomes more and more popular, so does the interest in further peeling back the layers of how everything works. The text that Dutta provides is an ample analysis of dynamic strategic interaction, which covers both a complete theoretical treatment of the subject and a variety of real-world applications, mainly in economics, but also in law, business, and political science. To be fair, this is a pretty good all-around explanation of game theory for beginners. Number 6. Prisoner's Dilemma by William Poundstone. This is honestly one of the best game theory books on economics you'll ever find out there. It's a cleverly written book of science that weaves together the biography of John von Neumann and a detailed exploration of game theory's far-reaching influence on public policy in today's world. It's important to know the historical roots of game theory for anyone interested in learning about it, and Prisoner's Dilemma is not only the ideal book for that, but it's a sharp story of a revolutionary idea that's been considered a landmark in 20th century thinking. Number 7. The Predictioneer's Game by Bruce Bueno de Mesquita. This author is a political scientist and a game theory master who shares his insights into human behavior to accurately predict and even create political, financial, and personal events. He reveals the origins of game theory and the advances made by a famous predecessor of his, John Nash, along with details of a system of calculation he created that allows anyone to think strategically about what their opponents want, how much they want it, and how they might react to every move. The Predictioneer's Game is quite a sharp and shockingly effective read that will change how you understand the world and manage your days to come. You can find the book down in the description, or head over to Alux.com/freebook and sign up so you can get instant access to the audiobook version of it for free, thanks to our friends at Audible. Number 8. Who Gets What and Why by Alvin Roth. Here's a book that's quite special, not because it's on game theory, but because it was written by Alvin Roth, who's a world-renowned expert on matching markets. He's even designed some of them, including increasing the number of kidney transplants by better matching donors to patients, and the exchanges that sets medical students in residencies. It's a fascinating book that will show you how to recognize a good match in a certain market and make smarter, more confident decisions. Number 9. Playing for Real by Ken Binmore. The author explains here many kinds of interactions between people that have been revealed through an ample range of examples and applications. In his book, Ken Binmore presents all the key concepts of game theory and dives deep into the underlying issues that surround it. And just to give you a tip, if you're interested in auctions and how they work, Playing for Real has a section on auction theory that's especially interesting. Number 10. The Art of Strategy by Avinash K. Dixbit and Barry J.J. Nailbuff. The Art of Strategy is a great general overview of game theory and real-life applications. It's intended for those who want a better understanding of how to approach situations strategically, and those who are interested in learning game theory and want to become proficient at making good decisions in their everyday lives. The whole book focuses on strategies that you can apply in your everyday life to maximize any outcome, structured into 2 parts. The first focuses on basic game theory and applications of the prisoner's dilemma to everyday affairs, whereas the second part is dedicated to strategies for everyday problems, which can help you achieve optimal solutions. And Aluxers, if you're interested in optimizing your everyday life, you might be interested in watching our video, 15 Ways to Simplify Your Life, which you can watch by clicking or tapping in the top right corner. Number 11. Micromotives and Macrobehavior by Thomas C. Schelling. In this delightful book, Schelling offers his model of racial segregation and a whole variety of other ideas. He explains how seemingly insignificant decisions and actions by people can often lead to major unintended consequences for a sizable group, which in our day and age is more important to know than ever before. Quote, I define game theory as the study of how rational individuals make choices when the better choice among the 2 possibilities, or the best choice among several possibilities, depends on the choices others will make or are making. Number 12. Complexity of Cooperation by Robert A. Axelrod. This author is widely renowned for his remarkable work in game theory and the complexity theory. He wrote this book with a dual purpose in mind, dedicated especially to those of you who are interested in the problems of cooperation and complexity. The first purpose of the book refers to the addition of complexity to the structure for studying cooperation. By doing this, it allows the exploration of many fascinating and important features of competition and collaboration that go beyond the prisoner's dilemma paradigm. The second purpose refers to the utilization of concepts and strategies that have come to be called complexity theory. Number 13. Game Theory by Roger B. Meyerson. Here's another incredibly useful book for anyone who's already familiar with game theory but wishes to study it on a deeper level and is especially focused on economics, political science, operations research, and applied mathematics. Meyerson distills all the incredible advances made on the topic over the past 15 years, shows an overview of decision theory, and comprehensively analyzes the development of fundamental models. Number 14. Theory of Games and Economic Behavior by John von Neumann and Oscar Morgenstern. In this masterpiece of a book on game theory, the author explains the groundbreaking idea that revolutionized economics and established a brand new field of scientific inquiry. Theory of games and economic behavior describes a lot of things about game theory, which makes links and discoveries between logical positivism, formal logic, choice sets, number theory, and binomial and multinomial outcomes. This is a classic on game theory, which is an ideal read for anyone interested in AI or machine learning and the wide applications of game theory to many aspects of our lives. Number 15. The Evolution of Cooperation by Robert Axelrod. In this book, political scientist Robert Axelrod explores the question that is so interested in today's Darwinian world where selfishness pays. Why should we cooperate? The Evolution of Cooperation dives deep into the investigation of individuals who pursue their own self-interest without any aid from a central authority that would force them to cooperate with each other. This book is a necessary read for leaders and other decision-makers because it reveals how the principles of cooperation can help us think better about everything from family dynamics to political elections to military strategies. And Aluxers, that's a wrap on our list of the best books on game theory. A little knowledge-heavy, but well worth it. But before clicking away to the next page, answer us this question. Were any of you curious about game theory before this video? Let us know in the comments. And of course, for sticking with us until the end, here's your bonus. Number 16. Finite and Infinite Games by James P. Carse. Finite and Infinite Games offers two juxtaposed viewpoints on how you should live your life, regardless of the circumstances you might have or the actions you might engage in. It reveals how the world looks through the eyes of those who play with either finite or infinite in mind, deducing that what and how we play is solely our choice and our choice alone. Finite games represent those races of everyday life. They are played to be won, which is when the game ends. But infinite games are more enchanting. Their goal is not winning, but ensuring the continuous timeline of play. Along the way, everything might change, from rules to players to boundaries, but if the continuation of the game is certain, anything is allowed. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxer. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. If you want more, we handpicked these videos you might enjoy, or head over to Alux.com for the best in fine living content on the planet. Be a part of the largest community of luxury enthusiasts in the world and tell your story.